Hello, everybody. Greetings, peace. This is Aliya Nicole, and I am here to share my story with you today. My story is in regard to the Fit to Be Goddess program. A while ago, I started back under the consultation of Lotus, and I started off at approximately 290 pounds. And I started the program, the Fit to Be Goddess program, and did a 90-day commitment. And in that time, I was able to lose 100 pounds naturally. And my journey has been amazing so far. And I've come down from a size 26. And by the time I was finished with that commitment, I was at a size 16. Something that I haven't been in several years. I think since before the birth of my son. Excuse me, I was a size 16. And as of about a month ago, I've started the Fit to Be Goddess program again. I wasn't quite finished with my journey. And so I started again, and I started at 196 pounds. And as of today, as of this video, I am 173 pounds, and I'm down to a size 14. And so the journey has been amazing. So much has happened during both of these times for me. One of the main things, especially during the first time I started the program, was I had issues with fibroids and cysts. From the time I started my menstrual cycle, I had always had problems and didn't know exactly what was going on. It wasn't until later on in my life that I found out what was going on. And I figured that I wouldn't be able to have children at all. And I have been blessed with a son, the joy of my life. And I still had problems with my menstrual cycle. And so I went to a doctor, and he suggested that I get surgery. And it was really scary. Anybody who's had surgery knows how nerve-wracking it can be. And so I went under the knife to have the cysts removed. He showed me the pictures and everything, and they were huge. It was about the size of golf balls. It was so much so that the doctor wanted to use my picture of my cysts in his office. He asked me if he could use the picture as an example to show other women and clients who came into his office the size of cysts and how bad they could be. That's how bad it was. And needless to say, I had thousands of dollars in bills to pay, and had the cyst removed. And literally months later, the cyst came back. I was having issues again with an irregular cycle, and I know that millions of women have problems with cysts and fibroids. Now, during my first program with Fit to Be Goddess, I literally shed and passed fibroids out of my system, simply through the program and through using Universal Love, coupled with other techniques. And it was amazing. It was amazing that I was able to do that. I have had a consistent cycle since then. No cramps. It's been less than what it was in terms of, what I'm going through with my menses. And it's been wonderful. Just the fact that I was able to come out of that. I was able to come out of having an issue that had plagued me for years with the fibroids. And so, as I said before, I am on the program, on the Fit to Be Goddess program, again in the Gods and Goddesses Project, and I feel wonderful. This has been completely transformational for me. Anybody who's been over 200 pounds, who's been over 300 pounds, 400 pounds, knows what it feels like to be insecure, to not have your clothes fit, to walk around in fear, to not be able to sit in a seat, to put on something and it doesn't feel quite right. But when you are able to shed the weight and the waste out of your body and come out of that shell that you've been in, the fat suit as it's been called by Lotus, you become free. It's like you're a butterfly and you're able to spread your wings, and words cannot express what the program has done for me, how much waste I've lost, how much weight I've lost, how I get compliments, how I feel beautiful walking down the street, how I'm excited to get dressed and to put on makeup, when before I didn't feel like I was really worthy to do that every day. Now for me, every day it feels good to get dressed, to put on clothes, to look beautiful, and every day matters for me. Life matters for me. And before, it was so different. I was someone else. And for anyone who has experienced that and who has felt like you're just not quite you, you know you can be better. You know you can be more. You know there's more inside of you. But what you see when you look in the mirror is not quite who you want to be. Anybody who's felt that, anybody who's experienced that pain, who's experienced the overeating, who felt like they needed food for comfort, come on out. Is all I can say, because I know the difference and I know what it feels like to come from being that person, from being 300 pounds and not being able to play with my son, not feeling like I could go to parties and hang out because I didn't have clothes to wear. I've literally turned down parties and turned down invitations to go places because I felt like I didn't have the right clothes, because I felt like I didn't look good enough to go places. So I literally stayed in the house. So for anybody who's been there, I can relate. I've been there. So my message to you is that you don't have to suffer. You don't have to be a slave to food. You don't have to put on clothes that don't make you feel beautiful. You don't have to be overweight. You don't have to be unhealthy. You don't have to be a slave to disease. So I know that the Fit to Be Goddess program has changed my life. It's transformed me. So from me to you, I wish everybody health and love and wellness, and to check out the website, to see what you think about it, to keep your mind and your heart open to it, and to give yourself a chance to claim life. So this is my little testimony. From 300 pounds down to 173 as of today. It's amazing. So I wish everybody love and peace. This is Aliya Nicole. Deuces.